Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today is Wednesday, March the 26th. Been a pretty nice day here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Well, except for work. Work's not bad. I know I complain about it. It's just some of the people. I love what I do. It's just some of the people that you have to work with. Anyway, there was a couple articles I found I wanted to share. And I picked one. It's about the EPA. But the first one I want to share is it's something going on here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And it has to do with electronic billboards. And this one is in a place called Norwood. And that's what, maybe 20 minutes from us, 25 minutes from us. But it's on the highway. And this billboard is talking about tariffs and our groceries. Now, the thing is, this billboard has been paid for by Canada. How they were able to do that, I have no idea. I don't. From my understanding, with a billboard, pretty much anybody can rent a billboard. I mean, if you got the money and it's not, well, I don't even want to say, well, it can't be pornographic. It can't be lewd, rude, crude, mood. How many rhyming words can I do? You know what I mean? But I don't know. I may share that article tomorrow, but it was brought to my attention. As a matter of fact, a coworker told me about it. I was like, okay, I'll look into that one. But I just found it, odd that Canada bought, or you're renting the sign is what you're doing. You're just renting it for whatever they charge and for however long. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. I'll get back with you. Anyway, yeah, our EPA. I remember back in the day, you actually had to take your vehicle to a place and they hooked up a machine to your exhaust pipe to make sure that your exhaust levels were where they said they're supposed to be, where this machine. And if there was something wrong with your exhaust, you had to go get it checked out, get it fixed, and you had to go back. I forget what they charged. Man, I'm talking back in middle 70s.
I did it in the 90s too.
Might have still been in the 90s. Yeah, it went on for a while, and they finally said they stopped it. They stopped it here in Cincinnati anyway. So let's get to the article. It says the EPA, let's forget about climate change. Woohoo! About time. President Trump's Environmental Protection Agency is ready to make polluters great again, said Hayes Brown and MSNBC.com. EPA Director Led Zeppelin, as soon as I saw Lee Zeldin, I saw Led Zeppelin, said he'll cancel 31 environmental regulations, declaring it the largest deregulatory announcement in U.S. history, while Trump vowed to promote the opening of hundreds of coal-fired power plants. Coal producers far more pollutant than any other energy source and was being rapidly phased out. But in a social media post, Trump called coal beautiful and clean. Well, coal produces far more pollutants. Instead of curbing pollution and combating climate change, Zeldin said the agency's mission is to lower the cost of buying a car, heating a home, and running a business. Policies being scaled back or repealed include rules on greenhouse gas emissions. More than 1,100 staff scientists are being fired. Environmental justice offices, which enforce laws helping poor and minority communities, are being shuttered. And the agency will no longer consider the cost of climate disasters in its policies. Excuse me. This deeply misguided actions will grant business a new license to pollute and speed up the clock on the planet becoming unlivable. Zeldin is actually righting an environmental wrong, said Noah Rothman in National Review. The most important of his policy changes is the reversal of the Obama administration's 2009 endangerment finding, which enabled the federal government to cite the Clean Air Act as legal justification for regulating greenhouse gas emissions like carbon dioxide from energy plants, cars and trucks, household appliances, and gas exploration. Wow. That policy, which Zeldin called the holy grail of the climate change religion, gave the EPA enormous regulatory authority over the economy and imposed enormous costs on businesses. Zeldin is amplified, justified, and chipping away. I got to see. Excuse me. Sorry. Chipping away at its legacy. Sorry about that. You'll miss the EPA when it's been gutted, said former EPA heads William K. Rowley, Christine Todd Whitman, and Gina McCarthy in the New York Times. Under both Republican and Democrat administrations, the agency helped clean the nation's waterways and air, replace lead pipes and asbestos, reduce acid rain. When was the last time we saw acid rain? And remove toxins and nuclear waste from the nation's most contaminated lands. It also fought to protect poor people whose neighborhoods took the brunt of pollution from power plants, garbage incinerators, refineries, and factories, said Zoe Schlinger in The Atlantic. Now the EPA is being dismantled, and more Americans will be left sicker and will die sooner. Oh, no, they won't either. Wow. Anyway, so there you go. They're going to get rid of the EPA, bring it back the way it was, and we still have the cleanest air on the planet. Let's see. Go to the Philippines and spend, how much time did I spend there? A month. Maybe 2 months. But going downtown into Manila, everything is diesel. When we got back to our little town where I was staying, you literally had soot on you. So this climate change bullshit that these administrations talked about, it's nonsense. We're not, now I will say, we're not helping, especially when was it, Chicago during the industrial age. I mean, they had factories spewing shit into the sky. I get that. If you can regulate that stuff somehow, fine. But to make up all this nonsense, oh, we should have been underwater how many years ago? Come on, people. Anyway, I thought I'd share that EPA article and Doge it away. I wish Doge would show up at my job. I'm glad nobody from my job watches my channel. Oh well, it is what it is. This is Wolfbang. Have a great Wednesday. It is hump day. Have a good evening. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.